Hey people, right now, just about to get ready for work. It's not too far. I was just thinking about yesterday. I finally got the hang of the job and how they want me to do the boxes and everything. Gives you a hint on what I'm doing. I'm not going to be there like completely long. I'm really going to just stay until classes are in person and I get out of debt. But I'm working there, and it's funny how people they lay off of you when they realize you get the hang of things more. It was a lot of people there that were doing a lot of sneaky ass shit, and that's what I'm talking about. Why I don't really trust nobody down here. So the racial makeup of the job, majority white, a few blacks there, um, Hispanics, a lot of white, half Hispanics there. It's a lot on my shift, and some Asians there too. Now, all the effects of working my last job and the bad experiences I've had working there, I made it my own business to not really introduce myself to people, because I already have this cynical ass personality now since I've been down here. You know, it's only going to be until I finish college. I'm just going to put it like that. It would People were like, if you watch the video, you're probably saying to yourself, just leave, just go somewhere else. You don't understand. I've been trying to finish college since 23, since I've had an interest in actually wanting to learn. And when a school has math classes for $4, you take that shit. I'm sorry, I'm taking it. But yeah, I don't really trust nobody down at that job at all. I actually yesterday, I have really bad light sensitivity, right? And one of the managers, I think she's like a head manager. And this is how much I don't really give a fuck if something happens with the job, because I'm at the point where this is only until I finish college. Well, I finished like the online classes and they transition into in person, because I can't really make that drive like 70 miles back and forth to school. I'm better off just finding a job close by there. But she was telling me how I was stacking the boxes. It was wrong, and I'm like so angry. Working there, the energy people give you, you reflect back to them. So not giving a shit about getting fired or getting like written up. I just gave back the same energy she gave to me. I even confronted her about the whole. She said that if she, and I laughed. I laughed to myself for this, and then I just said. So she said that if you don't improve on the boxes, I'm going to turn the lights on. Now, the way she said it, it sounded like she took back what she said after I said, so what do you mean by if I don't improve, you're going to turn the lights off? I said straight like this. I said, I'm not doing this intentionally. I need you to explain to me, what is it that I am doing incorrectly? And I was telling her that I'm effective cognitively by light. So if you have any sense of light, like it's really the white bright lights in my face, I'm not going to be able to really process shit correctly. It affects my brain that bad. And then I was bringing up how like I have medical proof of this, and I'm saying like it sounds like it's almost like you're in school and you get a problem wrong. They say, if you don't get this problem right, I'm going to make you like run on a treadmill until you lose until you burn like 300 calories. It sounds just like that. And then she changed it up. She just said, I'm sorry. Like, she was saying, I understand the lights are bright now and all this stuff. And it's like, what I learned being down here, because if you watch my last channel, I had no real experience other than Philadelphia, of the world. You know, I never really been nowhere. But what I learned being black, and I will still proclaim that I'm not African because Africa is a continent. I don't have that sense of American pride anymore. I don't have that anymore. But I won't claim like pro-blackness or that I'm African because that's a nationality that I know that African Americans who what they call themselves, they know nothing about. They don't speak any of the languages in that country. But you'll call yourself something that you don't have no knowledge of. But that's for another video. But I was one thing I learned, and I'm sort of using this to the advantage because I noticed that this is what I noticed. So I may look a little like brown skin in the video, but I'm very dark skinned, and that's more of a problem for other black people than white people. That's just my opinion. When I worked in Milwaukee, I haven't heard that whole light skin shit until I worked in Milwaukee. It's always like it's a lot of colorism in the black community, but I learned this. If you raise your voice or you don't smile or you talk in a tone where people know you're not to be fucked with, they will give you that respect. And I've noticed since I've been down here, I stopped smiling, you know. I'm a little like standoffish, you know, when I am in public. And that's just the effect of being here. The fuckers that I thought were good people and the stuff that I found out they were doing behind my back has made me like this. But at least 5 people at my job, and this kind of felt good. It was this Hispanic dude. He was training me. He was doing a lot of cornball ass shit. He was making jokes. I was like, he would come behind me, and he stuck like his finger in my back, and I was just like, I kind of just brushed it off, like whatever. So then one day, he stuck his hand out, and he was like trying to make fun of the fact that I wasn't really getting the job right. So he said, "You ready for this, man?" And then I literally I paused. I put my arm around his neck, like I'm Suge Knight. I put my arm around his neck, and I said to him in a real serious manner. I said, "Hey, I'm not down." Like I put it like this. I said, "Hey, man, I don't have time for these jokes tonight." And after I said it like that, he said, "I'm sorry, man. I apologize. No more." And then I just left it alone. And then he when he came over to me, he just said, "I'm sorry, man. I really apologize." He stuck his hand out, and I looked the other way, and I didn't even acknowledge him sticking his hand out. But when I did that, man, he just, and I'm not no tough guy. I'm not a fighter. I'm not a monster. But when I did that, he stopped. And that's what I've really been doing since I've been out here now. Like since the incident at the last job, I'm just real like I'm more of a like angry person, but in a way where I'm not having people taking advantage of me or walking over me. And it sucks that I gotta do this just to protect myself. Because people say don't let other people change you. Well, the person that I was before I came here, I don't want to be that person if I'm just going to get walked over all the time.